Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I had no videos last week, had a couple of days off at last. So anyway, this job that I'm showing you today, this has been an ongoing job for quite a while now. It's been one of them ones where it's just been so hard to fit in, especially how busy we were last year and this year, but we've finally started work on it. It's a pond, an existing pond, but it was an existing fountain garden pond, and that was about it. You know, when we came, I'll try and dig the old pictures up and put them on just after the main video starts. And it had all sorts of what they called the irises and everything like that. The pond was just choked up to death with them. And also the main issue with this pond is that there's a leak. Now, probably about 2 years ago, we installed a Nexus 320 on this pond. And it was just off. We took the old filter off. I can't remember what it was. It's that long ago now, like maybe a box filter or something. So we installed a 320 with the 110 UV. Now there was a bead filter on here, and I'm going to show you this. This is some of the things that we come up to on these jobs, and you know, people installing things when they shouldn't be. But the current owner of this property, this was the pond was here when he arrived. So yeah, so I'll show you that now and where we're going to put all the new stuff. So there's a new bead going on this as well. We're going to put a bead on because we've had to totally empty the pond, and we've re-fibreglassed. Well, it wasn't fiberglass then, it was like a painted. So we've fiberglassed the pond. We have had to put some new holes into the side for some returns and an inlet going back in. There's 2 drains in this pond which are joint, we believe. But it's just a weird setup really. Which I'll show you now. We're just in the middle of breaking the base out of there for something else to go in. So we'll get it all sorted and we'll have a look at it. But it's a big pond. It's going to be beautiful as well. It's still going to have a fountain in the middle of it. So it's still going to be a feature. I don't know whether he's going to put plants in there, anything like that. But like I said, from what you'll soon see that the pond was an original feature. You can still see some of the pipes coming back into the pond and stuff like that, and they've just ripped all the copings off to get the new copings in. Skip's just arrived while I've been here, so they're going to get all that rubble moved. So, but yeah, let's go and have a look. Right guys, and there's the pond. If you look at these big container things, they were what were the plant pots beforehand. So there was, I think there was 3 or 4 in the pond, and then they would just had all sorts of plants in them and stuff like that. So as you can see, all the original copings have just been taken off. The pond is actually fiberglassed, but it's just got a bit of muck in it. So as you can see, you've got 2 drains which are there. And there, from what we can gather, are joined into one, and then going back into the filter house, which is in that direction there. So you can see the little pipes coming in from the side. They were all the original pipes coming back in from a pump and the bead, which I'll show you in a second. Now these pipes over here, that's what we've had to put in. Now one of them is the one on the right hand side that you can see. That's going to be the return from the bead. One of the new beads. The middle pipe is back, a return for the fountain, and the left hand side is one which is going to take the feed. So that's how that one's working. So yeah, so it is going to look good, and we've got the lights around here and everything like that. It's a massive pond, it really is. You know, you don't, like I said, I'll put the pictures on from before what it is, but yeah, it's going to be it really is going to be a decent pond. Like I said, I don't know what he's going to do with it afterwards regarding plants and stuff like that, but like I said, with the pond this size, the Nexus on its own isn't going to just get the flow rate round it. The filtration's not a problem, it's just getting the actual flow. You'd be turning the pond at too little time, so that's why we put the bead on. So yeah, and that's that. But let's go and have a look at the filter house. Right guys, so as you can see, into the this is where we originally put the Nexus in. I'm sure it was about 2 years ago now, if I remember rightly. Now look at this. This was the bead filter that was left in from the previous owners that came in, and we've just whizzed the top off it, and look what's in there. I don't even know what it is. It's sand, gravel, but it's absolutely chocker. How water and everything will get through there is just beyond me. But look at it, you can... That's just... Man alive, it's ridiculous. That's one of the worst ones I've ever seen. So, now, if you remember on the... So you've got the two drains coming into the Nexus, which are not connected right now. So you're coming in on that 4-inch down at the bottom there. And then it comes through. Now, do you remember those small pipes, which I'll show you again on the pond, them small little inlets that came back in? There's like a ring that goes all the way around it. And that's what was returning through the Nexus. So they were the returns. I'll show you them again in a minute. So now we've got the 3 pipes that are coming in there. So that's just been dug out this morning, now being filled back in. So again, that's for the inlet for the bead, so the water that's going to be sucking in from the bead, and then you've got the return back via the bead, and then you've got the middle line, which is going to be the fountain. So there is still going to be a fountain that goes in the middle of the pond. So, right, and as they are here now, they want me to get out of the way a bit because they want to start chiseling all this out, because there's a weird valve. Can you see that there? Right, when we came to empty the pond, we actually turned it with a big pair of dogs, and you heard water coming out behind there and then there. It's like a 3-way valve, we believe, but the owner wants it cutting out to see exactly what it is. I think it's more of a curiosity thing than anything, but it's quite interesting to see what it is. So that'll be chiselled out later today, and we'll figure out what it is. So, but obviously, while we're here, we're going to put a new 4-inch ball valve on. We're going to put the new bead on. We're going to get everything back. There's another UV going on it. So this is just really the before, but it shouldn't be. It's only going to be done in the next day or so. Should be done, and we'll get the fish back in there next week. And I think Evolution Aqua will come up and do a little bit of the new bead going in and stuff like that and running. So hopefully get that done next week. So, but let me just go back round now and I'll show you the where the inlets are into the pond. So as you can see now, you've got all the little, you see the little in the corners, not in the corners, I've got a circular pond, stupid head. So all these here with the returns on a ring that go all the way around the pond, and then they come back in, and that's been the return from the Nexus. I mean, the ponds have been, you've always been able to see the fish and stuff like that, but when the amount of plants that we had in, which I'll show you the pictures of, it's just been incredible really how you could see anything. But I know the fish are all dead healthy and everything, but at least now that they're going to be able to see the fish and put a few new ones in as well. So, but yeah, I can't wait for it to be done. It has been a long time coming. But yeah, so we're going to get all this going, and we will catch you on the next video, I think. I'll just do a bit of a turnaround now just to explain what we're going to do. Right, so that's it, that's the end. And what I'll do is I'll put some of the old pictures that we had from the original to show you what it was like beforehand. And then hopefully next week we can do, don't worry, it's pointed at me. You're not on it. Yeah. Oh, Chris is loud on it. So yeah, and we'll get that next week. Hopefully we'll get, when all the copings are on, we'll get the fish back up as well, and put them in. But yeah, it's looking great. It's going to be a lovely pond when it's done. It'll be a lovely feature of the garden. So anyway, but thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one, which there's a few coming up down. There's a good one. I'm doing a good one tomorrow, which, remember the one that we put on with the beams? I'll try and put it up there. The wooden beams that they made. There's something happening down there. So I'll see that next time. All right, guys. See you later. Please subscribe. Thumbs up.